Good morning. 사용하면서 no. 에? 사용하면서 no. No. 사용하면서 no. Good. So today how many?
More than 100.
More than 100. How many times we did? 6? Day 6. My day 6. I'm doing 6 times already today. Since last Thursday. So today, why you are here? Why you are here? Sorry? Drinking? Why you are here? Hey?
Team building.
Team building. Why you are here? Why you are here? More intelligent answer. More simple. Just go, climb up mountain. Where's your goal? Where? Yes, right answer. To reach to the top of mountain. This is today's goal, right? Someone do other thing? No one. So again, to reach to the mountain, top is today's goal. Okay? In order to reach to the top of mountain, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? In order to reach to the top of mountain, you do best. Okay, yes, please do your best. What are you gonna do?
Team play.
Team play? Yes, it's correct. Okay. What are you gonna do to reach to the mountain? More simple answer. Race. Race. Competition. Oh, it's good fighting spirit from the morning time. What are you gonna do to reach to the top mountain? You said walk. Yes, walk. Without walking, you cannot reach to the mountain. Will you go biker? Will you go by motorbike? Just walk. Goal is clear to reach to the top of mountain. You understand? If so, how to achieve goal? Easy, walk. Then, without thinking too much, just body will react. Walk, right? If your goal is clearer and more visible, more easily you can know, you can think how to do, what to do, right? To reach to the mountain top is today's goal. Body will react naturally, walk up. If you don't know what to do, if you don't know what is goal today, what are you gonna do? Will you stay here? Will you go home? Will you go to your office? Will you go back to sleep? Goal is clear. That's why you are here. You know what to do. You're going to climb up, walk up. Okay? Maybe today, more than 100 people here, some of those get tired. Then having a break on the way to the top of mountain. Then someone will pull up, someone will push, someone carry, right? The teamwork. Today's main agenda is one team, one goal, mission. Move forward, okay? Same as climbing to the mountain. Please keep it in your mind today, okay? So, let's start. Sorry for showing this picture again and again. Some of you saw this picture already. Who saw? You remember? You. Oh, many of you. When did I show you? Yeah. But this picture is slightly different from what you saw last time. I modified some pages. So, again, please recall what I said last time. Our position, number one, is not absolute position, okay? 22 years period in telecom sector, we have been number one position, but we are hanging the edge of a cliff like this. We are not standing on the top of a hill. We are narrowly hanging, right? Then in the bottom of cliff, mountain, those guys are waiting for us, falling down, powerful Unitel, skinny Skytel, baby G-Mobile. By the way, don't take this photo and don't upload on Facebook. Those guys will go crazy if they see it. Anyway, those three competitors are waiting for us, falling down. Okay? Do you think this is realistic? This is unlikely? It happened. Sorry for this taking example in front of a sport athlete. A month ago, we had a sport competition. It was real battle amongst the competitors, you remember? Against 5 years champion, all operators tried to beat Mobicom. Skytel, Unitel, G-Mobile, Mongol Shodan, Netcom, all players, they had their really strong fighting spirit against Mobicom. Their goal was clear, to win against Mobicom. I think many of you here watched game during a sport competition. Anyone went to see? Not so many. That's the problem I will touch on later. So, I think many of you felt those players were stronger than past years, isn't it? How did you feel that when you compete with them? Something different?
Yes, their spirit was very
Yeah,
emotional and
somehow different. Yeah. Okay, then, wait, it doesn't work, still wake. Okay, it happened. Those guys won, became champion. We drop off. But please don't misunderstand. I'm not blaming our athlete team, okay? Point is different. The reason why I took this example is different reason, okay? Look at those smiley face. Looks very satisfied. Yeah, then became real champion. Main point is not to blame our sport athlete teams, okay? Again, I will say, I appreciate their huge effort. They gave us a lot of energy, deep emotion, and encouraged us, right? Also, this year, some of major players had some issues. That's why they couldn't play the game, unfortunately. But again, they did their best, okay? So, a few weeks ago, I had a discussion with sport team leader, Munguntu. He's there? Because I didn't want to take this example by myself without full understanding and approval by sport team leaders. Also, I didn't want to make my own personal opinion or analysis by myself. That's why I had a short discussion with him before this presentation. This year, amongst our competitors, Unitel was so strong, then somehow they became champion. I asked him, what was different from other competitors? Why Unitel became champion? I asked. According to him, he said, Unitel analyzed Mobicom a lot. Then they knew how to win. This part was totally different from other competitors, SkyTel, G-Mobile, Mongol Shodan, Netcom. Unitel made much effort. Of course, our team also made much effort, but they had strong fighting spirit to achieve one single absolute goal by whatever the way is. I think you remember that. In order to win in a sport competition, what they did, they hired professional players, national players. Are they really Unitel's staff? In order to win, they just hire those people, but they don't care how to do in order to win. Okay? I think similar thing happening in the business field as well. Here, anyone sells branch office sales staff? Yeah, some of them are. What they're doing in business field? In order to gain subscribers, they are distributing free SIM, giving super discount, and then they are selling pre-activated SIM. Also, get internet CPU box, free of charge. From the viewpoint of business profitability, maybe it's not a good way, but in order to gain subscriber numbers, then to become number one share of subscriber in market, it may be right way. So in order to reach to the goal, they don't care how to do, right? Then such their fighting spirit, I think in a sense, we should respect. Very strong fighting spirit, mindset, in order to win. Also, you remember that in most of games, Mobicom supporter was really small, right? Only semi-final, final game, so many supporters came out. But in the first game, second game, how was supporters' difference? In the first game of football, we had only 10 to 15 supporters only. But when you have a look at Unitel's supporter, so many, maybe 50, 100 supporters wearing green shirts. So it looked, players and the supporters are very tightly united as one team toward one absolute goal to win. I think such their hungriness is very important, okay? It was more than ours. Not only sport competition, but also in business field, it's happening, right? As I touched on earlier, their subscriber number is catching up our numbers. Then market share also, they're catching up. Of course, we are increasing our subscriber numbers. It's good, but their growth speed is faster than ours. We're doing effort, but we may have to change something in order to speed up, right? Our athlete team, they did really effort, everyday practice and hard training, but their speed was first and grow up. Then they became champion, Unitel, okay? So again, I'm not blaming our athlete team. My point is, our competitors' goal was absolute, and everybody understand what is the goal and what they have to do, then they achieved their final goal. This is the point. Okay? And also, not only players, but also supporters, entire employee had common goal. Today, I would like to introduce 3 stories which I directly involved in and experienced in the past. If goal is absolutely clear and visible, then if all staff understand what they have to do fully, what will happen? I will introduce today. Even miracle, we can make it, I think. Of course, if we don't take action, miracle will never happen. If we take action, even 1%, even 10%, even 5%, miracle may be happening. Okay? Story 1. In year 2012, super large hurricane, cyclone, attacked east coast of USA, New York. This hurricane was the largest scale in the past 200 years period. Please look at this size, huge cyclone. Yeah? This largest size of hurricane directly attacked New York City, New Jersey City. This hurricane was called Sandy. Name itself is really pretty, but actually it's not pretty. By this hurricane, you can see what happened in New York City. All of the city was soaked by water and flood. All transportation stopped, train, bus, metro, and also electricity, fresh water, everything stopped. Many of our houses damaged severely, as you can see. It was really, really catastrophic disaster. Then, approximately 8.5 million New York residents suffered from this disaster. Okay? They needed to stay in city without clear water and electricity and any transportation. You can imagine 8.5 million population, which is more than double of Mongolian population. Such large number of people struggled with this trouble, okay? Then I had some work colleagues in New York. They were living in apartment. So electricity stopped, water stopped. That's why they needed to go down and climb up, go down, climb up every day just for toilet. It continued more than a week. Of course, in that case, all telecom carriers facility, data center, it's like a TCB, all operation stopped. Okay? It was very severe situation. But miracle happened. Only our group company, Telehouse America, New York sites, kept operation without downtime. It's really a miracle. In New York area, there are so many data centers, right? It's not one or two, a lot. But all of them, AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, T-System, their data center all stop, major data center. Only our data center realized zero downtime, okay? It sounds very miracle, okay? But actually behind this miracle, there were some reason why it happened, why they could realize zero downtime. So, before hurricane came to East Coast, they were watching, of course, news, TV, and weather forecast. That's why they could predict when, where hurricane will come. Okay? Then they analyzed what would happen if hurricane comes to New York. They discussed a lot internally. Then they contacted all customers to give a warning, and if necessary, change their facility, network topology. Everything was prepared in advance. Sales team and engineer team work very closely. Once sales team received some requirement demand from customer, immediately engineer team took action. Okay? Also, operation maintenance people of a data center, they prepared for this large size hurricane attack. Procure fuel, diesel engine fuel in advance. This is because if such large size flood happened in city area, definitely a commercial electric supply route will be stopped, right? Then electricity supply stopped. After that, data center has a diesel generator engine. Then maximum 24 to 48 hours, they can keep supplying electricity to data center by big generator, diesel engine. Okay? However, 24 hours, 48 hours is not enough for such cases, right? As I explained, more than a week, New York was soaked by water flood. So they needed more fuel. That's why they prepared in advance more fuel. Then why they did such effort to realize downtime zero? Because as data center operator, downtime zero is most important point, right? Because inside of a data center, there is a internet exchange or financial companies' transaction servers or broadcast companies' facilities or many of companies' commercial facilities are located. Once data centers stop, what will happen? It's a big damage for economy. Okay? As a leading company in data center industry over the world, they had a strong spirit, mindset. They decided never stop operation, even hurricane, against hurricane. That was their decision. Goal was very clear, never stop. That's why each unit, each people started taking action naturally. Okay? Their such spirit was from, their big pride, big honor as a leading company as in data center industry. It's same. We have long history. We have honor and pride. 22 years history, right? Same. Such miracle story of Telehouse New York data center was not first time actually. I will introduce next in story 2. Okay, we have two data centers in New York. Then this one is located in the center of New York. Then this part is data center. Then under this data center here, this is commercial building. Very interesting story is that this part is Telehouse data center. Even during a hurricane, they didn't stop, keep supplying electricity. Okay? But here, commercial building side, there is a kind of governmental unit located, but stopped. No power, no electricity. So their office closed down. Then they came to our data center to work. It's an interesting story. Yeah? but no record. So such miracle story was broadcasted by newspaper, website, and the TV a lot. Look at that. How Terra has dealt with the Hurricane Sandy, post-Hurricane Sandy. Terrace America continued normal operation. They made a kind of a historical story in data center industry in USA. When I was working in Tokyo, I was taking care of major, large global customers. Many of them had their facility in their data centers. Then, thanks to their effort, I get a lot of appreciation from those customers, even though I didn't do anything. When you have a look at these photos, everybody knows what that. In year 2001, September 11, almost 17 years ago, some of you here may be a small girl or small baby at that time, but I think everybody knows. It was really a terrible event. Terrorists attacked New York City directly. Then World Trade Center building would collapse. You remember? Many of my American friends said it was war. War started because past 100, 200 years period, it was first time for them to be attacked in mainland USA by someone else. So after this, New York City, those areas was restricted and severely controlled by Army and the New York Police Department. No one could come into those areas, and many of people, let's say all people needed to evacuate. But unfortunately, in such area, in the center area, our data center was located. Of course, they needed to evacuate. However, only a few people stayed to keep operation. This was because in data center, as I explained earlier, there was New York Internet Exchange, also governmental facilities, servers, broadcast companies, servers, facilities, and also financial companies, servers. If they stop operation, as I explained in first story, it's big damage for economy. Not only direct damage, but also indirect damage will be caused. Okay? However, only 24 to 48 hours, 1 day, 2 days, they had fuel, diesel fuel, to keep supplying electricity by generator. In those areas, strictly controlled and prohibited coming in. That's why water stopped, electricity stopped, no one could access to the area. Then data center had only 1 day, 2 days fuel as a normal operation, okay? But their spirit, mindset was really hard and strong enough. Somehow they wanted to keep operation to protect their data center facilities and their important customers' facilities. They had a lot of discussion what they have to do during a limited time period. At that time, luckily, one of person had some friend who's very close to police, government. Okay? So that friend was actually their partner companies. Okay? By such personal connection, somehow they were allowed to access to data center. Okay? But only walking manually with police car. So what they decided was all of them by one team using this gallon tank carry to data center in this restricted area, having gallon tank, walking with a police car. You can imagine this diesel engine. Actually, this is not their diesel engine, just an image photo, but a more big generator. Those fuel tank size is like a 1,000 liter, 2,000 liter by one tank, which means how many times they carry the gallon tank. Can you believe that? Then, more than a week, 2 weeks because they kept that. Finally, they realized zero downtime. Even this happened. At that time, I was working in KDDI Tokyo headquarters. Okay? My bosses were in, let's say, panic because so many important facilities were in data center. But in Tokyo side, we had nothing to do because far away from New York, right? We were just watching broadcast TV, what's going on, what's happening, and also communicating frequently with our colleagues in Telehouse, New York, and KDDI America. In Japan, many of Japanese people was watching this broadcast real time, right? Continuously by Japanese TV broadcast companies. Also, any Japanese banking transaction never stopped, kept operation somehow with New York. Because behind that, they were carrying a gallon tank every day, 24 to 48 hours. I was so impressed. When I was watching broadcast, the next day, I had those guys that are still carrying a gallon tank. Then secured Japanese broadcast companies' facility in their data center. That's why I was watching news. So such their strong heart, spirit, mindset, I really respect. Everybody respect it. And the American government also directly say, thank you so much. But it was not publicized in media because around up to year 2000, as I said, in their data center, there was the New York Internet Exchange. Means more than 50-60% of internet traffic in New York was running their data center. Very important facilities. Also, between New York and London, more than 70% of internet traffic was running their data center. Not only internet, governmental facilities, also financial facilities, broadcast companies' facilities are all located in their data center, which means if this hero story publicized, it's risk. Next time, terrorists may attack their data center. That's why it was not broadcasted, such hero story. It's the good reference of one team, one goal, yeah? So, story 3. This is also my direct experience. I was working in Europe from 2004 to 2011, approximately 7 to 8 years. Okay? In the last 2 years of such period, I was working in KDDI Belgium as a branch manager. This story, which I'm going to explain, is from that time period of my business life. You know Toyota company, everybody knows, né? They have a global business, okay? Then their European headquarters is located in Belgium. Then they were covering entire European countries, also South Africa, Moscow, Russia, and also some Middle East area. This Toyota Motor Europe company was covering as their territory. Okay? Then in same area, territory, Toyota Financial Service Company was covering business. Then somehow from year 2003, KDDI was providing global data network service to Toyota Motor Europe. It was their second largest global data network contract as a KDDI. Then, year 2002 and 2003, I was one of the team member of that project. And my mission was to procure network circuit, local circuit from telecom carrier over the world to provide service to Toyota Motor Europe. After a successful contract agreement, I moved to European countries to work for. So that's after that, I was not working for this company. Okay. This network size was super large. Over 200 sites, factories, sales rep, and also administration rep, financial company. So that's entire Europe, Africa, Middle East, totally 200 sites they had, okay? And the network connection line circuits was over 300. Then monthly revenue was approximately 700 million tuguruk per month. Very large scale, okay? Then KDDI was working together with British Telecom because in European area, KDDI don't have their own backbone. That's why we fully rely on British Telecom's backbone. Then, year 2009, I was working in KDDI Germany, KDDI Deutschland, okay? But one day, suddenly my boss called me, Mr. Hamada, can you move to Belgium from next month? Okay? And I knew from the beginning there was Toyota Motor Europe. KDDI Belgian office's main responsibility was take care of Toyota companies. Okay? That's why I know the importance, I know my responsibility. But I didn't know why I got appointed to work for KDDI Belgium. There was no option to say no. So I just moved. Yes, sir. Next month. Driving a car. After I arrived in Belgium, I went to Toyota Motor Europe headquarters to introduce myself as a new branch manager. Then such a greeting I wanted to show to Belgian teams, Belgian men of Toyota Motor Europe, speaking some little bit French, which I learned in university. And then I tried to make nice mood. Fortunately, some of Belgian guys remembered my name because I was working for this project many years ago in 2002-03. And I also remember some of Belgian guys' name. It was very good mood, very good start. Ah, you are Mr. Hamada. Ah, you are Christophe. Such mood. Then in the end of the first meeting, big boss of Belgian team, I still clearly remember his face and his name, Mr. Eddie Stewart. Eddie asked me to make some quotation to give Toyota Motor Europe, okay? Quotation request. He said, Hamada-san, can you please prepare a quotation to us next time when you come? Then I felt very happy because I was expecting some new business opportunity from Toyota Motor Europe to new branch manager. Oh, Eddie, how can I help you? When shall I bring it to you? Maybe soon, he said. Then, by the way, what kind of quotation do you need? He said, oh, contract termination penalty charge. Actually, there was no need to calculate how much does it cost as a penalty charge for early termination of the contract. Because in year 2009, when I was there, still 1 year and a half contract period was remained, right? Then monthly charge is $300K US dollar, 700 million tuguruk, right? Multiple 1 year and a half. Means multi-million US dollars penalty charge. They knew it. I knew it. Okay? So, main point was not the number of quotation. Main point was they were saying, goodbye, Hamada-san. It was a brilliant first day for me to visit Toyota Motor Europe. Then, immediately I came back to office. I made a call to Tokyo. I just had a first meeting with the Belgian teams, and I was required to make quotation of a penalty charge. So, now I understand why I got appointed to work for KDDI Belgium. What can I do, boss? He said, yes, that's true. Finally, you understood. Your mission is protect this customer, rebuild relationship with them, then increase revenue. Big shock, right? You know, this company is not just customer. KDDI's second largest shareholder, right? Then, from 2003, we had a large-size business contract with them. Then, if I failed, what will happen? Maybe I will be away somewhere. Then, over the phone with boss, I said, boss, it's honestly speaking quite difficult situation. How can I do? I asked. But he said, whatever you like. How many people you want? How much money you need? If you can protect, I give you, he said. Then he said, no worry, you can do it. So there was no option for me to say no. Yes, sir, I do. That's it. My goal was very clear. To rebuild my team in KDDI Belgium because they made a really bad relationship with Toyota Motor Europe. That's why I needed to rebuild my teams and also partners. Then tackle this critical situation and compete with giant competitors. You know those brands, yeah? Cable and Wireless from UK, AT&T from US, T-System from Germany, Orange from France. Those super players were all approaching to Toyota Motor Europe for many years period. Situation was very similar to our sport competition. We were defending champion from 2003 up to 2009 somehow. Then those players analyzed Toyota Motor Europe's data network a lot, very well. They were proposing very cheap price, very effective network, more attractive. Okay? Then second mission was I needed to rebuild the relationship with local customer. You know, local customer, Toyota Motor Europe didn't like KDDI at all. Maybe they dislike us, okay? But we needed to change somehow. Otherwise, we cannot compete with them. So, in order to rebuild the relationship, what I did was, from the second day, I kept visiting Toyota Motor Europe cafeteria for 2 months period, approximately. Evening time, morning time, sometimes lunch time. Because they didn't like KDDI, that's why it was really difficult to make appointment officially. That's why I was waiting someone going through in front of me in cafeteria having tea. And then if Belgian guy goes through there, hey, Eddie, how are you? I was having meeting just earlier, so why not have a coffee, tea together? I was doing for 2 months period, every day, morning, evening. But funny, human psychology is really funny. In the beginning, they just ignored. Oh, you guys here. Okay, I have no time, right? Then gradually, oh, you there again. Okay, let's have a coffee. You like cake? Yeah. Gradually, changing. Then, in the end of the day, I didn't go intentionally. If so, they gave me a call. Hey, why you are not here today? Are you okay? Are you sick? Then, also, I check out main 5 or 6 Belgian guys, their wife's birthday. Okay? Then, on their wife's birthday, I sent bottle of wine and some nice flower without telling them. Okay? It's common sense over the world. Wife is controlling husband. I just said, thanks to your husband's contribution to our business from KDDI. Gradually rebuilt relationship with them somehow. Okay? But those are all process. Final goal was, as boss said to me, protect this contract, then increase revenue. Okay? Most hardest part. That's why I gather my new 15 people in Tokyo and Belgium and Europe. And also, I started working with new partners. Okay? Those guys used to work for their first contract year 2003-4, which means they had really strong mindset and fighting spirit because they didn't want to lose this important customer. Okay? Also, as I said, I found a new partner, Verizon, one of the largest telecom operators over the world from US. Okay? I decided to say goodbye British Telecom because if we kept working together with British Telecom, nothing changed. Same effort. Okay? If we keep doing the same effort, they know our weak point. They know what is the advantage. That's why we needed to change everything. We needed to change our stereotype mindset. Okay? Sometimes, even if you are making good effort, really hard effort, but from the viewpoint of different angle, it may be same as the past year, same as the before. That's why sometimes it's required to change drastically. By such effort, in the end of the day, approximately 8 months or 7 months, I don't remember well, later, I was seated in the chair desk in office. Then I get a call from someone. Hello? Hi, Mr. Hamada? Oh, yes, I'm speaking. You are chosen. We're going to work with you. It was my counterpart, Mr. Eddie Stewart, big boss of Toyota Motor Europe. Okay? I cried. Then suddenly I started crying over the phone. My team surprised. Oh, Haran-san, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. So come here, everybody. Then I said, I got a call from Eddie now. We were chosen. So that's why I'm crying. You cry. You should cry. And then all men started to cry. So it was a reference of one team for one goal. Okay? If you don't take any action, zero, no miracle. If you take action with strong spirit and mind, full understanding what you have to do, even 5%, even 10%, there is a chance. If you don't do, 0%. Okay? By the way, the boss, whom I was talking, he is coming to Mongolia next week. My most respected boss, one of them. Then I could stay in KDDI. So through these 3 stories, how about Mobicom? We have a pride, 22 years period history, yep? We have responsibility and we have honor, okay? And also we are maybe brave and we trusting each other. We are united sometime, but not all the time. Do we understand what we have to do? Individual person has understanding enough? Teamwork we have? Are we really serious? Do you have spirit and heart? What's our goal and your goal? To win against Unitel, Skytel, G-Mobile, and to become number one in telecom sector is not our goal, okay? Our goal is become real leading company in Mongolia, okay? Not only telecom sector, but also entire industry in Mongolia. I want to become number one. We want to become number one. That's our goal, okay? To win Unitel, to win Skytel, to win G-Mobile, to become number one in telecom sector is just one of process to become real leading companies. Big goal. Once we fully understand, we have to think what we do. Process. Okay? Unit level and individual level. Personally, what you have to do, we need to think. So we're spending a lot of time. After this meeting, you climb up mountain. Goal is really clear. Maybe 1 hour, 2 hours it takes to climb up to the mountain. But goal is really clear. That's why you know what to do. Just walk. Have a break, drink water, then keep walking again. This process is exactly the same as the business. Goal. What are you going to do? So, we are climbing up. Everybody has to pull or push, okay? No one will be playing the game, no one will be watching, no one will be sleeping. Everybody has to be players, no audience. We are playing the game inside of Mobicom Stadium. There shouldn't be no audience. Everybody has to be real player. Okay? Then we climb up together. Bogdohan. So please enjoy hiking, climb up today. Then please safely come back to office. So that's all from myself. And this is my message to everybody. Bye, sir. Bye, Ty. Thank you.